Hi friends, it's Holly Jones from Mrs. Jones Stitches. Welcome to Flosstube number 61. Today is Saturday, July the 19th, 2025. I'm glad you're joining me today. If you are new to this channel, this is a channel about cross stitch, things I'm working on, plans I'm making, lots of color conversions, and I'm so glad you're here. So thank you so much for joining me. We just got back last night from vacation and we were gone for about 10 days, and we went to visit my family in Rapid City, South Dakota, and we took off and we spent the first night in Pueblo, Colorado. It was like 107 degrees there. It was so hot. And then the next day we went to the Royal Gorge. And I don't do well with heights, so if you've been following me on Instagram, I kind of did a recap each day about what we did, and it was pretty fun. Like I said, I don't do heights, and my husband and son were trying to get me to the edge of the bridge, and I just kept thinking, like, just keep walking, just look straight ahead and keep walking, and I was saying my prayers the entire time. But we had a great time. Then we left there and we drove up to Pikes Peak, and if you've never been to Pikes Peak or been to a mountain, I live in Oklahoma, so it is very flat. We don't have really any mountains here. And, to get to the top, you're making, loops around the mountain. And the peak is about 14,000 feet. And at some points, there's no railing on the end. Like, if you go off, you're done. So that was kind of scary, really nerve-wracking for me. I got to the point where when we were getting really close to the top that I couldn't even look out my window because I was so nervous. I had a death grip on my husband's arm the whole time. I thought that was really going to save me if we, tumbled, but it was great. We had a great time. My Parker and I both got a little altitude sick while we were up there. We ate some of their donuts that they served at the top. They were fantastic. And then as we were leaving, it was kind of sleeting and there were little tiny snow flurries. So it was really fun. I can say that now that I'm not up there anymore, but that was nerve-wracking too. That night we stayed in Loveland, Colorado, and then the next morning we got up and I got to go to Colorado Cross Stitcher, and I'll talk a little bit about that in the haul. I'll show you what I got, but oh my gosh, if you live in the area and that is your LNS, you are so lucky. It was such a great shop. Sherry was wonderful. It is filled with patterns and silks and charts and fabric, and it's so well organized. The shop is lovely. There's tons of models. I could have spent hours in there. It was really a treat to get to go there. Then we drove from Loveland to Rapid City, and we spent some great time with my family up there, and we did all the things. I've been visiting Mount Rushmore since I was a kid. So we took Parker and got our annual picture with the presidents, and just had a really great time. We did a lot of hiking and walking around. We did some shopping, some thrifting, visited some quilt shops, which again, I'll show you that in the haul section. And one day we went to Custer State Park and we did a Jeep safari where we got to see buffalo and prairie dogs and pronghorn. What else? Elk, deer, turkeys, all the things. Parker was in heaven. Then we went to this part of the park, and it was called Parker Canyon, ironically, and we had a chuck wagon cookout, and I kind of thought it was going to be kind of cheesy, and it was fantastic. The food was excellent. The entertainment was great. They were singing lots of old country songs, and it was really, really nice. And then we drove back, and it was kind of starting to rain on us as we were driving back in the open air Jeep. So that was an adventure. And then the next day, my aunt and I did a kind of meet and greet with some of her friends from the Black Hills Quilters Guild. And that was so fun. I met the nicest ladies. So I want to say hi to Rhonda and Kelly and Sandy and Julie and Monique. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. We had such a nice visit. And yeah, it was a great trip. We left Thursday morning and we drove across Rapid City to Sioux Falls, and I got to stop at the Shanty Stithcher and see Jenny and do a little bit more shopping there. And then we had lunch with my family in Elk Point, South Dakota, and then made it to Omaha, spent the night, and then we came home yesterday. Yesterday was also Parker's birthday. He is 6 years old. So we had a little mini party for him at my aunt and uncle's house. And then last night we went to dinner with my parents and my mother-in-law. And it was just, it's been a magical 10 days. It totally filled my cup. I had some wonderful family time. I saw our beautiful country. And I'll tell you what, nothing really, in my opinion, anytime I take a road trip, and I get to see different geography and landforms across our country, it's just overwhelming. Like, I'm so proud to live here, and I am so grateful that we live in a country that has such a diverse geography. And, you know, like I said, I live in Oklahoma, so everything is very flat, and I loved seeing the mountains and the big rock formations and even little bits of the desert. And it was a great trip. Like, I can't wait to go back and go on another trip. So anyway, so that's kind of where we're at right now. We have Parker's birthday party next weekend. Parker starts round 2 of swim lessons on Monday, and we've got gymnastics still, and then we start school in like 3 weeks. So anyway, we are finishing out the summer strong and living our best lives for the next couple weeks until we get back into the school routine. So okay, well, let's talk stitching now. I showed you a couple things I brought on my trip, and one of the things, I did have a finish in the car, and I worked on this throughout the drive up. I actually finished it right outside of Rapid City. So I worked on this on Wednesday and Thursday in the car, and this is How Does the Lily Grow? This is from the Garden Club series from Blackbird Designs. And one thing I always do is, if you've been watching my channel for any period of time, you know I love color conversions, and I always do my own color conversions. But as we were getting ready to leave, honestly, I just did not have time to pull colors for this. So I used all the called for, which I had in my stash. So here they are in kind of a rainbow order. It was a really pretty palette. These are all Gentle Arts, and I did have a finish, and here it is. I love it. It's gorgeous, and it was really nice to not have to stress about picking out colors and making sure the colors looked nice. I just went with what was called for, and it was a huge time saver. So I do still need to do just a tiny bit. I need to put my initial right here. And then down here they have the year. I'm not sure if I'm going to put that or not. I kind of want to do something to commemorate our vacation. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I might leave it blank and then just make a little note somewhere with my finishes. But it's so funny because I feel like whenever I stitch certain things, I can tell you exactly where I was or what was going on in my life when I was stitching it. Kind of like my little 4th of July piece that says Liberty. I stitched that while my husband was in surgery, and I just remember working on that while I was at the hospital, and it was a great distraction. So I know that I will forever look at this piece right here and remember our great vacation. Okay, so after I finished that, I worked on another one from my stash. I did pull colors for this, and I had the colors pulled before we left the house, so that was a big help. I didn't have to spend a ton of time on it. This is the Sweet Bird Sing, and I picked this piece right here to do. I've seen a lot of people right now working on the needle book. Yes, sir. Hi, there's our birthday boy. How old are you now?
6.
6 years old. Do you want to tell him about your birthday? Did you have a good day yesterday?
Yes.
Yes? What did we do? We drove home.
Mm-hmm.
We had dinner.
We had dinner.
We had dinner last night. What did you get for your birthday?
A piano.
You got a keyboard piano. And what else? Did you get Hot Wheels?
Yes.
And a Hot Wheel track?
Yes.
Yeah. It was great.
Where's the Hot Wheel truck at?
I think it's in Daddy's truck from vacation still.
I don't remember.
I don't think you brought it in yet. We'll have to get that out of the car. What else? Got an Amazon Fire for the car, which came in super handy on vacation. He got to have
the iPad.
Well, that's the Amazon Fire. Yep. And it has Amazon Kids on it, which was really great because I try to be very aware of what he is watching when we have screen time. And there are some farming games. This kid loves farms. And so he got to play some farming games and some like reading games and some books and stuff like that. So, all right, we'll see you later. Okay. So I was working on the Sweetbird Sing, and like I said, I'm working on this piece right here, and I stitched this mostly in the car. So here's where I'm at right now. I have, it's not showing up really well. I still need to do this other wing right here. Is that maybe a little bit better? It's a little bit better. And I started on the second bird. So as of right now, everything lines up and matches up okay. I had to unpick all this blue the other day because everything was off, but I got it restitched, partially in the car, and then like I said, I had to unpick it. So I did all the blue stuff last night once we got home. But anyway, that's where I'm at with this piece. So I do need to work on that. And then, I'm not really sure what I'm going to work on next. So, I did pull my own colors for that piece, and it is a combination of Color and Cotton and Roxy Floss. I am stitching with Coral Trout, Pretty in Pink, which is one of the new Color and Cotton colors, Sweet Peach, which is another new Color and Cotton color. It's beautiful. Golden Doodle, Cornbread, a new Color and Cotton one. And then my greens, Mesquite is my lightest, Tadpole is my medium, and my darkest is River's Edge. And then from Roxy Floss, this kind of aqua light blue is called Kansas. So that is my color palette for the Sweetbird Sing. Okay. All right. What else do I have? This is going to be a shorty today. So let me show you my haul. And we'll start with some of my clubs. This is from the Heartland Quilting and Stitching Club. This is my Lady Dot Trim Club. And this is a really pretty light gray. And it is chenille, rickrack, and pom-pom trim. I love this. I love this club. Before I joined this club, I really did not have a lot of trims and stuff for finishing. So a lot of my pillows didn't have any type of, decorative edging or anything on it. And I just love this. This is such a great deal. It's about $18 a month. And I have been in the club since it started last year, and I have such a great little collection of trims and flosses now. So I don't know if there's any openings in this club or not, but you might check them out. It's Heartland Quilting and Stitching out of Lincoln, Nebraska, and it is a fantastic club. All right, my next piece is my Color and Cotton Fabric of the Month Club. I am in the Neutral Club, and this is the color. This is called Lily of the Valley. It is just a really pretty, it's almost just like a very, I don't want to say white, but it is very, very pale, and I love this. I think I know exactly what I'm going to stitch on this, but I need to pull colors and stuff and make sure it's going to look the way I want it to look. So, okay, so let me talk about what I got while I was on vacation. So, my first stop was Colorado Cross Stitcher. Sorry for the wrinkles. We've got some things here. Okay. So, cute bag. All right. I got some charts. I got some fabric. I got from Heart and Hand Doodles, red, white, and blue. I won't stitch this year probably. From Mojo Stitches, I got Merry and Bright. These are so fun. I just love these so much. I got Americana Blue. And from Scattered Seed Samplers, I got Sweet Reward Pin Keep. I really enjoy stitching birds, which is really funny because in real life, I hate birds. I am not a bird person, except I do like flamingos, and I like penguins and like puffins, but I don't really live near any of those. So generally I'm not a bird person, but I love stitching birds. It's so weird, but anyway, okay, so I got that. I got some more chenille. This is called Ballet. It's a really light pink, and this is 5 yards. And I also got 5 yards of vanilla, which honestly, I feel like the pink and the off-white are kind of what I use the most. I got 2 silks from NPI. And they're kind of both a really light kind of blue turquoise. One is called Mint Green Range. It is color 511 lot 09. And this one is called Jade Range, color 522 lot 08. So anyway, really pretty. I don't really stitch a lot with silks, but I would really love to get into silks. Like I actually need another, you know, something else, but that's okay. And then I bought some linen. This is Mocha Swirl from, I think, Forbidden Fiber. Let me take this out. And I just got 1/8 of a yard. Anyway, really pretty. Or maybe, I'm sorry. Yeah, maybe it's Forbidden Fiber. 32 count Mocha Swirl. Okay. Then I really like this one. This is Flannel Flower from Fox and Rabbit. The modeling on this is really nice. And then I got Cocoa from Weeks. Love that one too. And then I also got Gray by Weeks, and that's actually what I started my Sweet Bird Sings on. I had something else pulled, and it's kind of like once I started holding it up and putting the colors up with it, I didn't really like it. So while I was on the trip, I just threw it in the hoop and said, let's go. So anyway, okay, so that is what I got from, oh, I got a couple more things. I did get the new copy of Punch Needle Primitive Stitcher, which was a super great read in the car. So there's lots of good stuff in here. And then I got some stickers for my planner. Then from Shanty Stitcher, I got Rainy by Lady Dot. It's kind of a really gray blue. I got some fabric. I got a charm pack of Antoinette from French General, and it is really pretty. So my aunt is a quilter, and so is my mom, and I went to several quilt shops, and I really feel like I got bit by the quilting bug. I've never made a quilt before in my life, but anyway, I definitely want to sew more and spend more time with the machine. So I also got a couple fat quarters that I thought I could use for finishing. I got the Last Ripe Berries from Blackbird. I'll be honest, I don't know if I have this or not. Excuse me. I don't know if I have this or not, but again, it was another bird. So you know, if I have it, then we'll just use it as a giveaway. And then from Robin Pickens, I got Gathering Bright Blooms. And my aunt and I actually saw a very similar pattern to this, and it might be the same one, but in quilt form, while we were at one of the quilt shops. And I thought this would be really fun to stitch. So anyway, I don't know when I'm going to get to this, but I just love it. So I got that at Shanty Stitcher. Then while I was at, oh, what's the name of that shop? Is this my receipt from it? No. Okay, I was at a quilt shop in Rapid City. It's not Sewing or Fabric City or Sewing City. It wasn't that one. It was one kind of downtown. But I got some fabric. I got some of the new Emmett and Ivy line from Sweetwater. So I got this fabric. I love that green gingham. I got this. I got this one. this kind of has just all sorts of different things on it. And one of the things I like to do with fabric like this is I like to cut these out, and then whenever I make pillows, I will sew this on the back of the pillow so it has a little tag on it. And then I also bought a yard of this. I just love it so much. It's so pretty. It is such a pretty floral. And I got this to kind of coordinate with it. It's not from the same fabric line, but the colors looked really nice together. Then at another quilt shop in Spearfish, I got this fat quarter. And let me tell you, the very first time I got a piece of this fabric, I'd done a smalls exchange, and my friend Jody, Simply Stitching Ocala, sent me a fat quarter of this. And I love this piece so much, and I've used it, and I think I just have the tiniest little bit of it left. And I saw it while I was in Spearfish and got another piece of it. I also got several little mini charm packs. I got 2 from the Emmett and Ivy line that hopefully I can sew together and make a little project bag. And then I got some from the On Dasher line. And then I love Camille Ross Kelly's fabric, and so I got some of the Shore line. And I got a little bottle of Best Press. So that was my haul from our vacation. So did I need more fabric? No, I didn't. But, and the thing was too, when I was shopping at the cross stitch shops, there wasn't anything that I like needed really bad. It wasn't like, you know, market time where I had a whole list of things I needed. So I tend to focus a little bit more. I got some more fabric, and I got some floss and things like that. And then I just had some charts kind of that I'd had my eye on for a while. Like Americana Blue. Again, not a new chart, but I didn't have it in my stash. And I don't know if you saw Nicole Spohr, but she stitched this in, I believe, January for her Blessing Sampler, and it is gorgeous. So I definitely want to stitch this, but I don't really have any solid plans on when that's going to happen. And then same with Marian Bright. I love these. I definitely want them done before Christmas this year, but I'm not really in a rush for that at all. So, okay, so let's do our giveaways. So from my previous video, Flosstube 59, my previous video was Flosstube 60, but since we were going on vacation, I did not do a giveaway. So I gave you a little bit more time to enter into Flosstube 59. So I had 3 winners. This was the one, the keyword was witch, and this goes to DR Corgi, or maybe it's Dr. Corgi, I'm not really sure, but DR Corgi, congratulations. Which is really funny too. This is a funny story. My aunt has 3 corgis, and they are 8, maybe 6, and 2. And the little 2-year-old corgi, her name's Honeybee, and she and Parker were thick as thieves. Parker loved playing with Honeybee, and my aunt was trying to pawn Honeybee off on us and try to get us to take Honeybee home, wasn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I got my own mower.
Yeah, he got a mower, a little farm mower.
Red one.
Yep. So anyway, we DR Corgi, congratulations. The other winner is for this pattern. The keyword was jolly, and the winner is Julie Walcott 4694. And finally, Autumn Alphabet by Primrose Cottage. The winner for this is Brooke Siebert 7627. So if I called your name on these, please send me a message on Instagram. Let me know what you won and your mailing address, and I will get these popped in the mail. I still have some giveaways from Flosstube 58 that are going to be going out this next week. So if you would like this to be shipped out and you were one of the winners, please send me a message soon so I can get all that out. While I was going through stuff, I still have several patterns that have not been claimed. So I'm going to give these one last go, and if they are not claimed this go round, then I will take off the post-it notes on the back with the winners, and they will go back into the pot. So this one here was Kathleen Murphy 9350. Love to Scrap 66 wins Need a Little Love. So Lovely, Connie Kirk 8975. So Lucky is 500 Chair Girl. And Be in My Bonnet, Lori Hulk Floss Card Set H is Cindy Thomas. So congratulations. And like I said, shoot me a message so we can get these out to you. Okay, this week's giveaways. I have some more charts from Crafty Bluebonnet. April Jackson is so wonderful. She sends me patterns to give away and they go like hotcakes. So April, thank you so much. These are great and so generous of you. All right, we have Christmas Village. This is going to be a giveaway. If you'd like to win this, use the word Christmas in your comment. I know a lot of people are doing some Christmas in July stitching, and this one will definitely brighten up your holiday season this year. The next giveaway, the word is going to be vacation. And this is going to be the Tennessee State Spool. So if you would like to go to Tennessee on vacation, make sure you use the word vacation in your comment to win that one. And the last one is Berry Sweet and Berry Sweet bag. So I'm giving away the chart. I'm not giving away the bag because I don't have a bag. But if you would like to win this, use the word berry in your comment. Now, all my giveaways, I would like for you to be US only, just to help me save on shipping. And please make sure you're over 18. And that way I can ask for your address. And we will draw these winners on our next video. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your friendship. And if you would like, please like the video and subscribe. Make sure you follow me on Instagram as well. And I hope you have a great week and happy stitching. Bye.